Hello everybody, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I had a look at my old colony to see what the hell I was doing, you know what I'm talking about. And I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about everything I picked up. Number one is obviously bunker door setup, and I was like, how did I call those again? I can't remember how I called them. I just had essentially, oh, and you know what? I'm going to set up some hotkeys as well. But I basically had this without the metal refinery. I just had a thermo aqua tuner and a steam turbine, and that would just loop constantly. And then whenever the rockets launched, it would cool the area around them just naturally. And then when the material at the top needed to be mined, I had does it come under plumbing? Yeah, these conduction panels that would basically conduct heat into the robo miner behind it to keep the robo miner cool, as the method of maintaining their temperature when they're in the vacuum of space and there's nothing to pull temperature away from them. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I looked up the petroleum boiler I had. I have all of the necessary photos on my phone, so I should be able to functionally replicate this thing as is. In fact, I have a very similar layout here to how it was in my other one, except this is igneous rock, and in the other colony it was magma. I don't think it will make too much of a difference because I'm going to be using a glass shard to transfer the heat anyway. But regardless, I basically had, and I'm going to... Where was I piping this? Oh, this is for my coolant. You know what? I should definitely fill this up with coolant first before I start pumping it into a petroleum boiler. I'll probably just pull a line under here and then up into here for now. Yeah, on you. Enable auto bottle and place some water. They should do that at some point. So basically down here, we're going to build at a priority 1. And I just made out of these tiles instead. It was like... kind of like this. We had a glass shard in here. Okay, and then it was like... little spot in here. This would be... Is that 3 wide? Let me just... Exactly 3 wide. Then it went along. It went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It basically went like that. And then it went up. And it was in... This was a 2 wide tunnel so that it could fit water, and then these were 1 wide tunnels. But they would have to be constructed one after the other because you place a bunch of equipment in them that you can't get back. A little bit like that. Then you would go up like that. Yeah. 3 wide there. Oh, I didn't check the metal of the tile, but I'm assuming that will be fine. And then it was a mechanized airlock under here. That then connected to our, not plastic, to our glass. Where would the... What would glass be? Furniture, maybe? No. Where? Do I have glass tiles? Can I make glass tiles right now? I might not be able to, you know? I hadn't even thought about that. Hold on, it'll be down in decorations, right? I can't... Okay, so that's why I can't make window tiles yet, but we'll make window tiles and we'll be making it out of diamond, I think, instead of actual glass, because that's ridiculous. Crazy expensive. What are these, by the way? Automation broadcasters and receivers. Interesting. Regardless. Fossil block, hanging fossil block. So we'll be doing this research when we're done with everything else that we're doing. And then glass shard that impacts the obsidian. And now I can't remember. I'll probably have to double check this. I can't remember if the actually, let's cancel that for now. I can't remember if the door is supposed to have nothing in it. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's supposed to not have any gas in it. I guess it won't, because the door will close occasionally and transition the heat. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay. Oh, you're building this already? Well, I mean, that's fine, actually. I'm okay with that. I don't remember if this needs to be made out of steel, the pipe or the thing, but frankly, I'm gonna make a bunch of steel anyway, because it feels like it's going to be very necessary for what we're doing, okay? Okay, so we've got a bit of water in. Perfect. I should speed up time, by the way, so they actually do things. Now, deselect you. And select... You know what? Select brine. Wait. No, the brine won't... salt water. I'm okay with. Do salt water. I was just thinking there's some brine here. 8 tons of brine? Yeah, but there's nowhere to put the brine right now. That's okay, because I'm going to allow the brine to go into here. So it can be swept. There's no storage for the snazzier green suit or the classic cummerbund. Meep, classic cummerbund, please. And Liam, snazzier green suit. While we're doing that, single storage bin. I'm going to place it here for now. This will store our curative tablets. And mop that up, you animals. Thank you. Something's probably sweeping mercury up to here, which is, and then it melts because it's friggin' mercury. Anyway. And mop this, you animals, okay? Now I've got the emulsifier, so biodiesel, bleach stone and something else. Okay, because there's a biodiesel powered rocket as well, so it just had me thinking, but that's fine. And I want to have a look at the smoker. You know what? Sweep this stuff that doesn't need to be here. Nice and frozen. Oh, I've been told I can probably get rid of this sink. because we actually don't have any germs. So you know what? I'm going to deconstruct this sink, and then the water that's in here will instead flow away, I think, to somewhere else. Okay, good. Smoker, what do you do? Peat, wood, and something into tender brisket. Passive fillet, peat and wood into smoked fish. Okay. Pike apple or spindly grub fruit, peat and wood into veggie poppers. Okay. Interesting. Not super useful for what we're doing, but on other colonies where you grow a lot of pike apple, I could imagine actually having quite the nice smoking system set up. Sure, I'll take one of them. Go ahead and sweep all of that when you get a chance. And you, curative tablets. Okay. It comes under medicine. That's the only medicine that goes in here. That's fine. But I would like medicine to be in here. Perfect. Alrighty. How are you doing? You seem to be back to full functionality because you're actually receiving water again, which is great. You're draining it from our main system. Not so great, but the nice thing is this is a bridge in. I mentioned it at the time, but because we have bridged this water in, it will primarily take from this pipe, and only when this pipe is empty will the bridge allow water in. See what I mean? Like right now, as we're only receiving, you know, half doses, we're receiving little smidge fed in. But if this thing's like full and running, then we're all good. I remembered some tech. I actually remembered some tech. Can you believe it? I might ask them to put a little bit of water in there. And then we'll deconstruct some stuff and all will be well, probably. Assuming they get to it. Okay, so they're down here building some stuff. I'm not sure that I need them to build this quite yet, but I guess if they have nothing else to do. By the way, excavate that when you have a chance. Bert, my boy. You'll be up like here. Ah. That could be a small problem. No, it won't. We'll just replace the floor with it. Yeah. Will actually be completely fine. Might cancel this half actually. Just so in theory we can get in and out of this place. Deconstruct just buildings. Thank you, Bert, my beloved. Okay, perfect. So we're going to get the petroleum going, and we're going to use that for all kinds of things. It's going to be wicked. I would love to know how deep the world goes as well, but I'm not sure that's information I can ever really... Well, I can easily find out, that's for sure. So how often does this go off? One sec. 263 seconds every 604 seconds, and then 77.4 cycles every 120 27 cycles. Okay, so it was dormant for like 50-ish cycles. Out of every 127. That's not bad. We can definitely supplement that liquid with the salt water if we start to run out of viable stored liquids. Okay, there's a 9 and you only store mercury. Yup. Get rid of that, by the way. We don't need that. Okay. Oh. Research. Glass blow. Please. There's more gunk up here. I wish there wasn't so much gunk up here. I don't know where the gunk comes from. Obviously it comes from our fella, but like, how does it get deposited there? Like, surely it gets filled in the bottle. Right? But then where does the liquid gunk go? Isn't it supposed to get used in this? Gunk and water? I mean, it must be, because we do have some gear bomb. Oh, okay. So that's at least working in part. Now, is it... How do I... Is it control 1? No. H is that. Oh, I don't... I have to look. Is it game? Controls? I thought there was a... Hold on, that's global. Tool. Management? Nope. Navigation. Ah. 1 plus control and then shift. Yes! Okay. So this area, I want this area to be control 1, okay? And I can shift 1 to bring me here. Perfect. Perfect. H will always take me to home. Love that. Then power plant. Control 2. This thing. The SPOM. Control 3. The ranch. Control 4. Bad boy down here. Control 5. And then probably the petroleum boiler. Control 6. So I could be like there, and home. Perfect. Okay. I'm glad we did that, because now we have our like easy priorities. I was wondering if the numpad would work. It doesn't, but that'd be good if it did. But it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. Yeah, it doesn't. That's fine. Anyway, have they? What am I doing? Oh, I'm pressed the wrong button. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 5. And then this. I accidentally reset. I controlled instead of shifted. I was like, I should shift 5. There we go. Okay, so you've put some liquids in here, kind of annoyingly. Let's deconstruct that. Let's put some real water in there. We're getting these going. I'm making more steel. That's because, yep, I wasn't sure if I needed the pump to be made out of steel, but I will make it out of steel. Okay. Pump there. And then this sends my... Whoops. Oops, I'm dropping my phone while I'm trying to figure out my stuff. So this bad boy sends liquid away. Right? Yes, hold on. It's set up. I don't want the metadata, idiot. I know when I took it. I'm the one who took it. Okay. Ah, alright, so that is set up like... I'm going to set it up identically only because I'm probably going to run it identically, which is that the crude oil is going to come in from the side, like so. And then this is the output, which will leave. Okay. And then this one, so it's radiant pipes, which will go, well, let's put one of these in. There'll be a series of radiant pipes that runs along like this. Yep. So like this. Right, let's I'll tell you what. Let's fill this bad boy up. Okay. What do you mean toilets were an issue? I don't think they are. I think you're lying to me. What's that? Brine. There you go. They're moving the brine down. Lovely. That's why there's issues. You are trapped down here. And have thusly made a mess. Okay. If I deconstruct you, can you get out? You can. Okay, but getting down there is going to be a pain. And I'm not sure how I feel about chipping away at the abyssalite here. Though I will probably need to. That's 74 degrees. So the abyssalite is actually cooler. I might need to build this entire thing a step over. And you know what? That's okay. And honestly, liquid pipes. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's deconstruct all of this. We'll put it here. Okay. You're probably going to actually need some of them to be able to get in here, so I'm going to have to rebuild those. That's fine, though. But you know what? It's a learning experience, and we're learning. And by learning, I mostly mean remembering. We're going to have to pump all of this liquid out at some point anyway. But that's where the glass shard is going to go. And this is probably going to need to move as well. We'll do that and then we'll relocate all of these slicksters up here. It'll be a pain, but it'll be worth doing. Okay, and eventually they'll plug that in. Okay. You can chill now. So why are you... Oh, you're in a vacuum. Interesting. So if I were to do that, you would still be a vacuum. I think. I think so. At a 9. So, right, because I was like, why aren't they doing it? It's because it's set at a 1, because I've set all of my building to a 1. While I'm doing this, that's fine. It's actually A-okay. Alright. I mean, you're like 15 along, right? Like that, and then it goes up. You come across like that. Oh, like that. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. But I'll cancel this bit for now. Okay, and we're going to put a liquid pump in here. Remember, it's going to go do. Yep. Let's deconstruct these bits. Okay. We're going to come out here. And I'm going to have you move over here and up. So that is the petroleum output. Yeah. Because the crude oil input I suppose I actually probably didn't need to deconstruct these ones. It's my bad, I'm a little silly. Perfect. Right, keep doing what you're doing. You know what? I forgot that these were 9s, of course. Sorry, 1s, but now they're 9s. So this is a vacuum, right? There's a vacuum with nothing in it. Perfect. What I want to do is a priority 8. Build that. And a priority 9. Deconstruct those. And we'll see what happens, okay? But I trust you to make this happen. At a 9 now. Officially at a 9. Okay, there's only steam in there. Perfect. It wasn't the most flawless execution we've ever managed. However, we did manage it. You can go in there. Made out of steel. Yup. You're set up as we would hope. Snip that, deconstruct that. Okay, and then we can deconstruct all of this. Yeah. Oh, whoops. I didn't put you in properly. So like that. Then radiant pipes. Insulated pipes. Oh, you should be insulated. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a second one of these set up. The water's not heating up just yet because we're not really doing anything right now, but that's also okay. And you're at a relatively cool temp. So we're not burning any excess heat. Now, I don't know what this next one will actually cool, but I'm sure we could cool some stuff. Who knows? We might even send it up here to cool the power generation area, because that's the next warmest point, I think. I've got this all set up. You know what? Just gonna wall this in just so I know that there's no air leaks. Liquid carbon dioxide, eh? I suppose it's cold enough up here at -50. Makes sense. Get some wood, okay. You know what? We might want this to be an automatic airlock. Or mechanized, yeah, mechanized airlock. It's a shame you can't just build over it. I like the insulated door. I assume that this is built very similarly to a manual airlock. Yeah. Not sure we're too bothered about insulating against temperature at the moment, because it's chilly, but it's not that bad. Disperses. I still think I'm good. I might need to get a person when I have a pilot, because they're going to be living up there forever, if you remember. Basically, I procured a tablet. Okay. All right, and then shift 5. Yes. Okay. few little bits of dirt, but that's fine. You know what? The dirt will simply hold on to the unbelievable heat and help keep the steam warm. I hope. Oh, you're not plugged in. Oh, that's annoying. I'll deconstruct this tile. Then they'll build that. Then I can fill this thing up. Perfect. Okay. No, okay. You're not deconstructing what I want you to deconstruct. That's my bad. Okay. Right, get rid of you, get rid of you. Building broken. Oh, it's over here. I actually straight up don't care. I forgot there's a natural gas geyser over here. And another cool steam vent. You know what I could do? Oh, I don't have any power. I wonder... I wonder if I could get the natural gas geyser to power a natural gas generator that would then run its own pump and a pump for the cool steam vent so that it could pump those resources back home. Do you know what I mean? Through the supply teleporter so that I could bring water and natural gas back home, and then the natural gas I could use for a little bit of power, and the water I could use for the self-powered oxygen maker. Something to think about. I've got to remember that I have these over here. And a chlorine vent, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna use the chlorine vent for anything. And a hydrogen vent, but it's in the middle of all of this magma, which seems, at least right now, like an untenable situation. My duplicates have long commutes. While true, I'm unconcerned. Do that. Are you? You are filling up. Big fan of that. Okay, when it reaches... When there's 4 sections left, I'll unhook this. One, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 right now. Okay. I think... Will the light go yellow? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You have 31, you have 34. That's fine. You know what? I'll hook you up just for a little bit. No, I'll do that. 400 exactly. I'll just build different. Okay. So that is the crude oil placed in both of these. So you can functionally run however you need to now. You're doing what? Yeah, okay, you've both got nothing going on. What if you made like 10 of them and you made like 10 of them? Perfect. Oh, it's not even... Oh, so I'm doing a 1-for-1. I'm like 10 iron, 10 steel. It doesn't even work like that. You only need 70 steel because you use the other 30 kilograms of refined carbon and lime. Of which we have poker shell malts to turn into lime and Should I have a sweeper here? To sweep the poker shell malts into the rock crusher? Maybe, because then I could also sweep the lime and drop them down here. You know what? This should go here. Right, because it will be in the middle instead. Yeah. Perfect. Or cancel that. You should be making the steel. And you can make the iron. Yeah. Because they'll just deliver iron here, but all of the materials for the steel will be delivered right in front of the steel refinery. Yeah, okay. Now, are you... You're a power plant. Perfect. So in theory, we could tune you up. But I'm not sure what needs to be done in order for that to function. Do you just make them all the time? Oh, you know what? I hadn't even thought about that this thing is going to be running on and off our automation grid. Oh, I think I disconnected the power as well. Yep. Okay, plug that in. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. What do you mean disabled by automation grid? Oh. That'd be because there's still technically an automation wire here that needs to go. But I need to do that in the next one. For now, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. I really appreciate it. Love your faces for it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description. Ring the notification button. And I'll see all of you in the next one. See ya!